from all that shooting, they must have found a picket ship or something. That's going to blow up for us. The picket ship relays back. There's a shitload of carriers coming. So we don't want to have to. We don't have a reception committee waiting for us. Airborne reception.
Remember, yeah, surprise is your best ally.
That's it too. So.
And now it's going to be a daylight bombing flight.
Yeah,
so daylight bombing there too. So that's
I guess I'm going to go up in my turret and just sit there and just keep
looking. Ducky, give me a report before you go up to your turn.
Oh yeah. Oh, you should always tell everybody where you're going, what you're doing. There's an intercom up there too, though. So
okay,
you can talk to
right there. Okay, so
it's not very comfortable.
Okay, so we
you're
start
like
going around.
straddled, almost like a saddle, with your feet on these two stirrups, and you've got the gun sights ahead of you.
Okay. So anyway, so you go around the table, tell what our character's doing now.
I'm assuming it's just nothing at this point until you get there.
Okay. Did Ducky find anything amiss after our little splash?
No.
Okay.
No, you guys just took a bad bump that nobody was expecting. So.
Okay.
Sorry. I planned for that in my navigation.
You play your job. It's in the numbers. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Trust me, Ducky.
Okay, so I guess we're
ahead of schedule.
Okay, so tell us when we're approaching the coast of Japan.
Okay, hour and a half in the flight, you spot a Japanese merchantman about 3 miles to your left. By then, the emergency tanks have been used up. All of the extra gas is gone. All you're flying on is wing tanks at that point.
Hey, we're flying on wing tanks.
About 5 hours from launch, you spot the coast of Japan. The island nation lies very low in the water with a slight haze that makes it blend eerily into the horizon. There are several small boats anchored off the beach, including fishing boats and motor launches. As you fly over, there are surprisingly no shots fired from the boats. You see men and women waving at the plane as it passes over.
I'll give a little wing back right back. On it too.
Okay, so wait a second. So like, I need to be able, like, we have to eject our fuel stuff at some point, right?
The cans. You could have thrown the cans out a while ago.
Well, I was gonna hold on to them
Oh,
so
good.
that way
They
when we're
can-
over the town, now I can throw them out into tons of people.
Hey, guys, remember this. The reason why, guys, remember this. The reason why they're waving at us, look at the middle of the star.
Yeah.
It's a meatball.
That was the old insignia. for
Insignia,
Army Air
okay,
Force,
which
was
is
the,
helping us right now. So anyway,
Could be,
I'm gonna give a little wiggle waggle, to the people down below,
Okay.
acknowledging them.
White beaches.
Cans.
Well, don't let go of the cans yet, or else that's gonna be the thing. I was just hang on to the cans for a while yet, gang. We'll toss them off and land. Toss them later.
The white beaches quickly turn to soft, rolling green fields. Everything looks well kept, with little farms fitted in an almost mathematical precision. There's a can. The fresh spring grass is brilliantly green, and fruit trees are in bloom. Farmers in their fields wave at the passing aircraft. Then the flight engineer throws cans
Okay,
at
now
them.
I'm on. Don't throw those cans. Okay, but I'm gonna give them that little wiggle waggle. He said,
Okay.
"Hey, welcome back. We're gonna conquer all. Hooray for the emperor."
There's many hills and valleys. Okay, that's okay. There are many hills and valleys, and your best bet is to follow the valleys and then kind of cross the hills, try to stay as low as possible.
That serves the department. I'll just
About
keep it low.
6 hours after launch, a little afternoon.
What's our fuel rate?
We're out.
No,
We're just on like.
You still have a good amount of fuel.
Yeah, but we're only.
It's not where you want it to be.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
So we have no more emergency reserves.
No,
It's
the
in the
reserves
tank.
are
In
gone.
the tank.
Okay, got it. Ducky.
So you still think you're okay. Your navigator still thinks you can make it to
Yep.
China.
Okay, good.
He's still of the opinion.
Okay. Beg your pardon?
Sorry, my wife's actually running a booth upstairs, and she just called me. So can you see? I don't actually have signal here.
Oh.
Okay. The thing is, so it's the time to have Earth, start really checking out if there's any runways left besides the island
Any runways?
in mainland China.
Wait.
Besides
No,
that.
you don't have a radio. The radio was
no.
chucked.
I'm talking with Irv right here. You should know. all that stuff.
Irv. Yeah, no. He knows. He knows where you guys are going.
We're flying silent.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no need for radio communication.
No.
Who are you going to talk to?
I'm just talking to Irv. I'm talking to okay.
I'll be back.
Okay, you can't talk to Shangri-La, which is kind of the code name for the Hornet. I mean that.
They're doing it. Thanks.
So you rise up over a hill after doing the valley dips.
All right.
And there's a temple on top of it, and you spot Tokyo Bay ahead.
That's so.
You head over the water. Navigator gives a course change.
Okay.
You continue at the same slow speed. You'll head kind of towards Tokyo, and then veer off to
Yeah,
go
that's
to
right.
Yokohama.
Yeah, right.
You spot a large aircraft carrier in the bay to the right, a couple miles away. You do not see any enemy planes in sight. You're the main one on top, watching for them.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're watching for them until you actually
I
hit
don't
the.
see anyone up here.
Yeah.
Okay, what that do? Okay, well just say, just keep
Thanks
your
for
eyes
calling,
peeled. Ooh, as tempting as that carrier is, we gotta go for the oil.
Somebody, don't call me Preston.
Don't call you
So
Ducky.
his name's Ducky.
Is that what you calling you Ducky?
It takes 5 minutes to cross the bay. You can see some barrage balloons between Tokyo and Yokohama across the river from Tokyo.
Okay.
The bay is filled with lots and yards of ships. yachts and larger ships. And you can also see a lot of smoke coming up from Tokyo and some from Yokohama as well.
Okay, so you see it right there.
You guys are plane number 19.
We're playing number 19.
16, no, 17.
Okay, we're playing number 17 now.
Yeah, so you're getting close to the zone.
Okay, are we beginning to see any tanks that haven't been, any fuel tanks or any refinery equipment? Is there any refinery equipment besides the tanks?
Yeah, there's tons of different stuffs around.
Okay,
you guys
so-
have your targets that you know exactly where they are.
Because I'm debating right now whether to go after the refinery equipment or the
No.
tank.
You would have picked targets, and those are your targets that
Then
you're
it
going to
says tanks, my bad.
Yeah.
Then it's
So, because they don't want anybody just guessing and taking pot shots. This is
Okay.
well, it's
true.
It's a real
Yeah, it's-
precise kind of mission that's going on.
Okay, got it. So we're going. So
Um,
it said tanks. We're going after the tanks. My bad.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're going after crack.
It's close to the time when you're going to be bombing. So you alert the pilot that you're in the zone.
Okay.
Do I still not see anything?
Okay. And
Huh?
Irving, it
Do I
was.
still not see anything?
No, you don't see any aircraft there. You're not seeing any aircraft.
Skies are still clear.
No, but what you are seeing when you spin around facing kind of to the front, you're starting to see like little black puffs of smoke appearing in the sky,
Ow.
and you recognize them as anti-aircraft.
Aircraft. All right.
So
Oh, dear.
they have started popping up into the air over Yokohama and Tokyo, and you're almost to the objective when you take control.
Okay. And that's my cue to go up to 1500.
Yep.
Okay. So
That
we're up
is.
to 1500.
So you turn over control to her, you
Mhm.
pull it to 1500, you increase speed to full.
Right.
Flak starts to explode around your aircraft. There's not as much as you expected. You really
Okay.
expected it to be hell up here, but
Yeah.
it's just like poof, poof. And not many of them are on target either. So almost as soon as you reach 1,500 feet, your first target is coming into sight. So you can make your first aerial artillery roll.
Oh dear. That's
87. Did you miss?
Shit,
Okay.
It's not a country mile.
You miss. You don't know what you hit. It's still falling when you reach the second target. And who has, let's see, I need either Lieutenant Connor, Lieutenant Olmstead, or Sergeant Quackenbush to make me a luck check.
I got a 75 luck.
You all
I
have
got
75
75
luck.
as well,
So
too.
who wants to make
Okay.
you three decide amongst yourself?
Okay, you're the
I need one
Bombardier.
luck
If you got
check.
75% luck, you go for it.
All right.
Okay,
Yes, you're the
so you want to roll
Bombardier.
75 or less?
Yes, 50.
Okay. No flak hits you. Hooray. At least yet. Second target's coming up. Your first target hasn't blown yet. That's how close these targets are together. Make a roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, put it on their left. Put it on their left.
Nice.
Missed the second target.
What is this
First one's
going on?
exploding behind you. You
Okay.
guys actually can't see whether he's hitting the target or not. This
Okay.
is- but apparently so far he's missed twice.
Okay,
Okay,
I'm
number
ready
three. Here comes number three. Go, 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 go.
I might change dice for
Okay,
her.
don't dice.
No,
Okay,
no, it's too late.
yeah,
Go.
Okay.
Go, blow on him. Kiss him.
Oh wait, that's
100.
Fuck.
You missed all three targets.
Oh
Okay.
shit! Hoping they didn't get jammed or anything.
Try the incendiaries. Drop the incendiaries too.
Okay, quickly.
Yeah, your targets are close together, so you can go up, drop, and drop back down.
55.
Yay! The incendiaries hit their target. Hooray!
Oh,
Unfortunately,
You missed all three bombs.
Yeah, we missed all three of
I
them.
got
That is awesome.
78. I got
That is awesome.
a 78, a 98, and then 100.
So that's bad in this game?
There's
Very
no
bad.
roll in this game.
In
So
fact,
she missed
with
all three
100, he was
targets.
in a nasty move.
You guys don't know.
By blow.
It's not like you have precision
So
equipment
how
that
do
can
the
look
rolls
behind you.
So 100.
You
was
roll
really
underneath the
critically bad.
percentile you
Yeah,
have.
that's the natural.
I have a
Pretty much
60%.
Which is good for somebody who's never been in actual combat.
Oh,
Well, it's,
So the only thing
That's
I had-
debatable, apparently.
the only thing I had was the incendiary.
Okay.
well,
So
let's
okay.
it's something.
That's something. So okay, Ducky, what
Found
do you
this
see?
straw
Can
that
Ducky
drives
see what's
me to
happening?
drink.
Okay, good.
Okay, between the third and the
I
fourth
still
bomb,
see no other aircraft up here, right?
you do not see any other.
Sky's still clear.
Okay,
He
good.
says
good,
that.
good.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, can Ducky take a look, see what happened? If he can look behind, is there any?
No, he's on.
No, I'm
oh
up
yeah,
on
there's a
bomb.
lot of smoke and crap going on.
Yeah,
back
like-
there were big, huge, humongous
I have confirmation
explosions.
the bombs did hit the ground.
Yeah. She missed the planet.
But we
How
got
is it possible?
Yeah, the 100.
I got 100.
Yes, he missed
So
the
you see
plane.
the bomb go
Exactly.
straight up.
Okay, you know how in D&D a 1
Yeah,
fact?
yeah, this
Yeah,
is
this is
100.
the opposite. Yeah, lower the
Okay,
number,
so-
the better.
Okay, cool.
You've dropped your three. Between that, the just as you have dropped the incendiaries and you flick the switch, you see the last red light go. The incendiaries are away. You flick the
Okay.
switch. He takes back, or you
Okay,
take
back
back
down to
command.
the back to
Just
the
as you're about to
order.
go back down, there's another explosion right near the aircraft.
Uh-oh.
The plane rocks.
That's my cue?
But nobody, no, you're still in control of the aircraft. It's
Okay.
close, it's not like it hit the plane.
Okay, no shrapnels or anything.
Something did hit the plane. I mean, there is shrapnel, but the shell didn't hit the plane. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
It's not a direct hit, but you guys
Okay.
took some flak damage.
Okay, some flight damage. Okay, Dougie, check around for the engines.
I'm sort of looking for planes up here.
Well, Dougie,
Yeah.
engines. See if you got hit in the engines.
No, you'd know if you got hit in the engines.
Okay.
And so far, there's no red lights showing up on your boards.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
So I'm assuming I
um,
don't see smoke coming
You
out.
don't see any smoke because you could spin around and look. And actually,
Yeah.
you could look from here. It doesn't look like it was an engine hit.
Yeah.
You were looking. Do me a luck check. See if you were looking that direction. Your luck is right here. 75%. 84. So you were scanning up when this hit. Boom. You didn't see. You know it was somewhere in the front of the plane. But when you spin around to look, just from your vantage point, you don't see any like smoke. There's no big holes in the fuselage, anything like that. Okay.
Okay, so.
So you've
we're
gone back down to treetop and dropped your speed again.
Darn tootin'. Okay, I'm doing that.
You're supposed to head basically due south
Mhm.
in order to trick any potential pursuit. You still don't see anything.
Mhm.
You haven't seen anything either. You got the second best. You got the second best seat in the house. Looking
Okay,
ahead, you haven't
okay,
seen anything
okay.
either.
Okay, I'm asking you, Irv, how much we do this tricky southern run before we have to turn over because of the fuel situation?
You think that you could make it to China
Shut up, Preston.
with the fuel that you've got left. When you give him the numbers on how much fuel is left according
Okay.
to your gauges,
Yeah.
you do you crunch the numbers, and it looks like you guys should be able to make it to China.
Okay.
It'll be kind of near thing,
Uh-huh.
but you think you can make it either to one of the islands off the coast of China or to the mainland, possibly.
Okay.
Depends
Okay.
on the winds and and the weather, a lot of other stuff.
Yeah, okay, well, the weather's still nauseatingly good, I think.
Everybody is kind of surprised the fact there's like no aerial pursuit. There was very little flak.
Uh-huh.
People are waving at us.
People were
Waving at us there, too,
But
because
even when you
the-
start dropping bombs, it's just
Yeah,
like
say something, but
you
the-
thought there would be more crap coming at you, more
Yeah.
explosions, some aircraft or something.
Yeah,
But you've
nothing.
seen nothing.
Okay.
Way to go, boys. We come with the pants down.
Yeah, got those nips with their pants
Okay.
down. Good way to go, guys. Let's just focus on our job now.
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you head south to the coast and you start following the coast. Following the coast of Japan. Yeah, you still have one auxiliary tank left. That empties out during this, according to your gauges.
Okay.
You're on the wing tanks now. At one point, you see 3 Japanese cruisers that open fire with their big guns as well as machine gun fire. Range is too great though, and you're too small and quick. So no hits, no danger really
Yeah,
there.
okay, but my worry now is that we're gonna be reported. It might be aerial pursuit after that, once our position's reported. So
Okay.
so we go a little bit further south to we're outside the cruisers and then
Right.
veer a little bit towards eastward.
Okay.
Okay, so we can sort of go and keep the oil burning low. Any mountain ranges in front of us?
Wait, how are we
No, you haven't
doing
spotted.
this?
You haven't spotted
Okay,
anything.
and how far away from
Either
the
way.
channel between the two islands between?
Not far. You're getting there.
Okay, so Yokoshima and Honshu.
Yeah, once you're following the coast, or just inland of the coast towards your landmarks, you spot, everybody, let's see, pilot and co-pilot, I need spot hidden from you guys.
What is it?
Spot
Spot
hidden,
hidden.
please.
Okay.
82.
Out of,
40.
35.
did either of you make it?
I think it did. 40.
Out of, what's your spot hidden? It's one of your
Spot
skills.
hidden. Okay.
They're in alphabetical order.
Okay, hold on. Okay, here we go. Spot hidden 50%.
Okay, you spot it.
What did I spot?
You realize that the gauges on the gas tanks are going down inordinately fast.
Mm.
When you look outside,
That was a pretty good thing.
when you look outside, you note that the starboard wing, it looks like there is some damage to the bottom part of the starboard wing.
Okay.
And the tank is actually, even with the resealable fuel tanks, the hole's too big and gas has leaked out.
Mm.
You're now looking at having not enough fuel to get to China.
Okay.
Dun dun dun!
Very well.
Very well.
You can relay that information to him. He
Where
can
you
start
been?
figuring out some
Do
stuff.
your thing.
Okay. So now I'll discuss with you this
Okay.
island from your past.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab. I'm gonna get
Tell
some
me
water.
about your mother.
Okay.
You guys have not reached the 29th parallel yet.
Okay, how far away from the 29th parallel then? How much fuel is that
You're
going to take?
that far.
I beg pardon?
If you tell him where it is,
Okay.
you don't really have any maps, but you're going to have to do a lot of guesswork because they didn't want any maps or anything to fall into enemy hands in case you guys got captured. So most of this is in your head.
Okay.
And memory. You've been memorizing a lot.
Okay,
of
so
stuff.
I almost have to help
With
my
the fuel,
roll.
that he tells you how much fuel you've got left, and he tells you where he thinks the island is.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
think that you guys could get to that island and still have some fuel?
Well, they
spare.
were empty.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'll have to
Don't
ditch
do
over
that.
the Sea of China somewhere.
Yeah. Okay, the other thing,
Bad.
how much is my remembering good about the island? So if I can help him give him some.
You were there for like an hour.
Okay,
and
how
you
about
basically
we- how
saw the
about we-
landing strip, and there's some kind of some buildings.
Okay,
That's
but
all
the other
you
thing,
know.
how about when we approach the island? Do I remember anything about that? Approaching the island? Is there any landmarks I can give Irving?
There's jungle, and
No.
the island is on. There's a
Okay.
there's an airstrip on the east side of the island.
Okay, so there's no peaks or anything from the Honshu or Yokoshima?
No, it'll be past that.
Okay.
So you go past Honshu and Yokoshima down to the 29th parallel. You think if you head west, and as long as you stay on the 29th, you'll see it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And
so
once you
there
see it, you'll recognize it.
Okay.
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 I'm gonna grab water while you guys discuss this.
Okay,
If you
well-
want to discuss.
Okay, I think
Hey,
we're in
Ricky.
discussion right
How's
there.
ground zero looking?
Okay.
Hey, Ricky.
I don't know what they're doing and everything.
Oh,
Okay.
right, I'm Ricky.
I'm
Like,
Ricky.
who's
Okay, Ricky. Okay, so
Uh,
Ricky, just keep your eyes peeled for an island in front of you. It's
Alright.
nothing distinguished about. I'll grant you that. Jungle covered. Yeah, just keep an eye out there too, and of course, Herb, just keep
trying to
on.
bomb it.
That's why we don't have any bombs on this one. Open the bomb bay, take a crap on it. But that's
Well, I mean, we were going a bit fast. I don't think I could really see the handiwork considering it's flying fucking behind us.
all right.
It's like, I didn't hear my
Just
Okay.
bombing run.
Okay, guys, I'm
Okay,
ready.
then, Preston.
Okay,
Yep,
it's the
Preston.
president.
All right, did I miss anything interesting?
No,
Just
the
yelling at
crew's
each
is
other.
better. The crew's getting all
more or
nervous
less
and
making
everything.
fun
I'm
of
letting
each
them
other.
banter back and forth.
Well, he asked
Okay,
me,
that
how's
works.
ground zero looking? And I said, oh, I don't know. It's flying fucking behind us.
Okay,
Okay, so we're on the. I think we're on the 29th parallel.
you get in there. You pass Honshu and Yakushima.
Okay.
Honshu's a lumpy tail of an island. Yakushima's an active volcano. That was your marker to start turning west.
Right, got it.
You get down to the 29th parallel. You find your way. At this point, you realize you can allow your men to smoke. Because you know what? Hey, we're past the actual danger zone.
So break out your ciggies,
Yep.
folks.
Okay. You
It
guys
is actually
doing
pretty
so?
easy to
That's
make
good.
out the island once you head west on the 29th parallel.
Okay,
And you
great.
do recognize it.
Okay, right.
It's a tiny little island, a couple miles long, and about half that, maybe 3/4 that wide.
And what direction is the runway?
There are two runways actually. One runs east to west, and the other one,
Thank you.
you guys can all look at that. The other one is kind of angled, so you can deal with crosswind, that kind of thing.
Okay, so we're gonna do the cross. So we have to go.
You
so
You have more
guys-
gas than you thought you would when you get here, too, by the way.
Okay, so you think
Not a
so?
lot.
Okay, so I'm giving you the gas numbers again. Okay, I'm gonna
You know
give
what that
Herb,
means?
I'm gonna give
I know
Herb
what the
the
first half
fuel,
of it
the fuel
means.
thing right here. Herb, are we gonna make it to China? I want to avoid this island unless we're gonna splash.
There's no way.
There's no way. Okay. We gotta
There's
push
more
that
fuel
again.
than you expected.
Uh-huh.
But,
Maybe you had a tailwind coming off of Yokohama or something, you don't know.
But
But there's
tailwind,
not enough
yeah.
to get to
with
China.
far across from China.
Yes.
Okay, we gotta take our chance, guys. Okay, so how much more time before we get to the island?
Not much. You could take a couple. You could swing around once, get a closer view before you actually come in for a landing, and you
Okay.
still have fuel to
And-
spare.
Okay, so I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about guys. Get your weapons.
They already have them.
I'm
Everybody's
gonna-
got their sidearms are
Okay,
in their
guys, check
pocket.
your, okay, guys, check your weapons.
Okay.
Get all your fun-filled weapons. I don't know, we may have to take over this island ourselves and hope the hell there's no counterattack. Okay, so anyways, okay, so guys, check out your weapons there. We may have to do a little firefight. Okay, anybody military savvy? I'm just an old flyboy myself.
Well, I mean, if worse comes to worse, we can pull the gun out of the front of this car.
Well, of course
Or
that.
plane.
From this car. It's like, Mom, drop me back home. That's why I kept my gun.
He's from Kentucky. I'm
Oh,
from
that's
North.
right.
No,
I
no,
thought
I'm
he's
Iowa.
from
He's
Kentucky.
from
Okay,
Yeah,
fellas,
the
okay.
Navigator's from
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Okay, so fellers, I'm gonna have to say, when we land safely, we're gonna have to bail out of this plane damn fast. Hope the hell there's no armed people over there too, and we just gotta scatter and head towards the buildings. I'm trying to remember how the buildings were laid out. Did I remember how much the buildings were laid out? When?
They're in a
Yeah.
semicircle around the
How much
envelope.
remembrance I have of that?
There's a tower. You remember there's a tower.
Yeah.
There's one building made of stone. You don't know what it was used for, but it was only like stone walls up to here,
Uh-huh.
and then like over the top was tin
Yeah,
or
okay.
something.
Okay.
Most of them are a little up off the ground. They all have tin walls that you remember, and they all have windows that
Yeah.
are just pieces of tin that can be propped up with a stick.
Okay.
Did anybody use any of it to fix the plane?
Possibly.
Oh, possibly. Okay, well, folks, that's Ducky's way.
And there's a
right there.
landing strip. Hopefully
Well,
there's
we
some
don't got no
fuel
fuel.
there.
Yeah, okay, so.
That's the other problem.
Well, let's go ahead and land since we don't have any other choice, really.
Okay, so I'll make this our.
Damn railroading.
Okay, folks, okay.
Motherfucker.
Okay, so folks, while you're enjoying your ciggies, let's do this. Our first priority is to land this puppy, get fuel aboard, and get the hell back out. Ducky, you know what to do about, hopefully you know, you got equipment and whatnot to get the holes fixed up, if you please. And you guys, be on guard in case we got any opposition. I'm thinking about sending Preston to you guys up to the tower to see what the hell's going on.
Fix this thing.
Okay.
Depends on what they did. You guys have not even actually been told. Have you told any of them about why we're landing on a Japanese island?
Yeah, because we're almost out of fuel. I thought it was no
Okay,
right
okay.
there.
No, I didn't.
Nobody-
Like, no
I
one
don't
told
think
me
you-
that there was a hole.
Oh, I'm
Yeah, I
sorry.
didn't think there was a
Okay, my bad.
I figured everything's cool. Oh my God.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah,
guys,
it's like,
okay,
oh,
here's the
dang,
deal.
I guess
Okay,
you
so
just didn't
okay,
have
That was quick.
okay, gentlemen, no more bantering. Please listen up. We are going to land on a Japanese-held island because we are almost out of fuel.
Well, shit.
Okay.
How about that? Shit, you not there. Anyways, the deal is this: we're going to land on this island. I'm pretty well familiar with this island. I think, as I told you before, we're going to land on this island. Where the first priority is to get fuel. So Ducky and Irving,
run out of
you
fuel
go.
so fast?
What? You got hit. Actually, we did get hit, but it was underneath the wings. And the only way I
So
found
our
out,
fuel thing got.
we got hit. You couldn't see anything because the bottom.
Oh
part
my
of the-
God! This is what they're at.
So the only thing that saved our ass was the fact that once I remember looking at the fuel gauge and the needles going, oh, the other way, like that.
Uh-huh.
So anyways, so Irving, you and Ducky, you and Irving go and try to track down fuel and everything. Ricky and
Shouldn't I try to fix the plane?
Well, we
you're
got
damn well better. You're the engineer.
Well, if I'm looking for fuel, I fix the plane.
But it's like we made.
Okay,
Me.
got it. Irving, you're
Macintosh.
correct. Okay,
Yeah.
Irving,
Preston.
you fix the planes. Okay, I mean Ricky,
I need to
Ducky,
find
fix
parts.
it. Okay, you need to find parts and
Yeah,
you
because
need to find oils.
Quackenbush.
Okay.
They kill me.
Yeah,
Ducky.
that's okay.
Okay, so
Oh,
okay,
me too,
so.
but I don't-
I'm John.
Okay, John. Okay, Ducky, John, your fuel is to find fuel. Ducky, of course, find parts to fix up after you assess what's wrong with your plane. Irving, I need to back up these guys in case there's any trouble right there to anything. It looks like you and I are going to have to either guard the plane or hightail it up to the tower to see what the hell's going on. Are you all agree on this plane right here?
That's
The,
fine.
Scout.
the thing is, be careful. There's probably guards right there too. So you have to hide behind the wheels or something to make sure you're. But as soon as we land the plane
Grab
stops.
some
You get the
limbs.
hell out. Go for what looks like a shed. I don't know what it's going to look like, but the shed. What's going to look like some sort of repair shed. Okay, so that means that. Oh gosh.
Actually,
What's up?
so if we're gonna land here, like in the middle of this, and because we don't know what we're landing in, instead of me covering you guys on foot, I could just stay in the top turret, and I could actually cover them with the turret. So that'd be
That's a
pretty
good idea.
devastating.
I was
Okay.
going to suggest that clear out.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're in the
First before we
back.
get
You
out of
two are
plane.
in the act. You two are in the back of the plane.
But-
Right now is access to the front or the back because that collapsible.
Yeah, it's up
tank
right
is
there
gone.
too. Okay.
It's still there, but it's just collapsed. So
Okay,
you
Use the
can't-
plane
I agree
for
with that.
base.
Yeah, I'll cover everyone from the tower.
Okay. Okay, so you cover from the tower right there too. Okay, so that means John and Ducky, you go and try to track down.
Issue,
And
like,
no-
when we took off.
Okay. Okay, so John and Ducky.
Captain
you're-
knows what he's doing, man.
Okay.
Cap
Okay.
goes these two. Yeah, he'll be fine.
Okay, so John and Ducky, you guys are gonna have to wing it, pun intended, to try to find fuel and to find parts to fix it up there too and everything, and then report back to me on an
So
ASAP
do you
basis.
wanna
One
go this
sanity
together, or
roll.
do you want to
Beg pardon?
No.
You want to split up on an island?
Puns
and
cause
pick it up?
sanity losses in my life.
Hey, not my call. I'm just
No,
here.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Okay, so-
I understand that.
Okay,
Okay,
fight.
okay.
The
and
prevailing
then-
wind seems to be coming from the west
Okay,
at this
and-
moment, so you can come down for a landing into
Okay,
the
let's see.
wind.
Okay, where's down?
Here.
Okay, so
There, learn how to fight.
Here's some minis we can use, guys.
No, apparently I'm really good at like melee, which is actually pretty funny.
Oh, are you the one before?
Okay, so wind.
Yeah.
Here's some guys, if you guys want to grab minis to represent your character.
Is there a grapple?
Okay,
That would
and,
be, yes, it's down at the bottom left.
okay, here's
All
the
the,
wind
like,
coming,
the hands
wind's coming from
are
due
down
west.
there.
Okay.
These are actually these are actually minis for, what's it called, Weird Wars.
Weird, where's sweet.
Yeah,
Which
so
one
there's quite a few
has-
soldiers there, you guys can grab some
Here's
minis.
a pistol. but
There's
he's
the
got
pistol.
Okay,
He's got a issue with his arm.
Okay.
I'll do this because he doesn't.
It doesn't
have a
matter,
weapon.
just so you know who represents you, that's
Oh, yeah.
all.
Can I be that guy back there flipping a bird? Is that what he's doing?
That's me. That's me.
Ah.
That's not, he's got a cross on
I
his
just
hand.
I can see
It's a
from
pretty
here and all I
simple-
can see.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's a pilot there too, and there.
I should probably be
Yeah, there are a couple of airmen, most of these guys are just regular soldiers.
Okay, grunt,
I mean, it doesn't matter.
grunt.
Yeah, as long as you know kind of which one, they're all different, these are.
There's this guy
from,
right
like,
here,
two
too.
sets.
Bring the
I
power
think
of
there's
Jesus
there
to
was
these
a
people.
woman there, too.
Okay, is this your character right there?
No, this one.
Okay, so.
We'll
My guy doesn't even have anything.
Oh, sweet, okay.
Like,
We don't have any automatic weapons, pity. Okay, so I guess I'll
No,
handle this.
you guys have semi-automatics is all you've got.
Skippy.
And some
I got a
pistols,
pistol.
and some revolvers and stuff.
And
You have both though, keep in mind, you have
Okay.
the semi-auto, and you have a rifle.
yeah, he brought a
That's
rifle.
right, he's got a .22 rifle.
Okay, so which
It's a family heirloom.
What a
Yeah.
weird thing to have here, a 22 rifle, really.
Yeah.
It was sent by his dad.
Just shoot the 45 pistol.
Bring a
But we're
22
gonna need
rifle
every
out
bit
of
of, we're gonna need every bit of iron we're gonna have
It's
there.
weaker
bad
than
gun.
it's weaker
Yeah,
than
it's
my
got,
pistol.
here's your range is twice as far.
Yeah.
bullets, like.
Snipe.
Yeah, they're little-
It's a
they're
tool,
little,
It's a
but-
tool, not a weapon, but.
Some of you guys got
Hey.
extra guns for whatever reason.
No, it's-
So if
Blow
you're,
people's faces up.
his dad sent it to him. Use
No, I
this
mean,
to kill
there's
some
actually-
jacks. And he's like, yeah, all right, I'm bringing it. They actually did. People brought extra weapons.
Yeah, no,
One
that's
guy was
awesome
loaded
stuff.
to the teeth with weapons when he parachuted out of the plane. I think he
He
hit the
died
ground
and all
really.
the enemies took him.
He hit the ground really hard. He was overweighted. He
Yeah.
went down with like another 80 or 90 pounds of weapons.
So did we land?
No, you haven't landed yet.
We're
but you
getting
come
ready.
in.
We're waiting,
You can,
wait until Terry gets back. Okay, so
Okay.
I'm just reminding everybody else once again, make sure you have your weapons, make sure you have all your ammo that you need.
yeah, you could do once around the island if you want, like just a circle around and
Yeah,
take a
it's
look.
right there too and everything. Okay, and everybody keep your eyes peeled, especially you, Ducky, since you're on top side right there. And we're gonna, let's see, we're going around, I guess, where you can take a look, see outside as well too, John.
Yeah.
I'll be
Take a
small.
look. Okay, we're gonna all.
Okay, so essentially it's counterclockwise around the island, so
Yeah,
he
so
can
you
look
can
while
take a
you're
look, see,
flying.
yeah, so everybody
Yeah,
take a look, see, make sure you see anyone running around, looks like they're carrying rifles or something.
Yep.
And mark where they're hiding at.
The northeastern end of the small end has been cleared, and a small airstrip lies there.
Uh-huh.
At the interior side of the airstrip are several buildings made of corrugated metal. A small tower stands closer to the airstrip than the buildings. There's no sign of anyone in the vicinity. Rest of the island's covered in thick, dense jungle surrounded by white sandy beaches. To the west, the land rises maybe about 200 feet. That's the northwest end of that map. Where'd that map go?
I have
Oh,
it
there it
here.
is.
Okay,
Yeah,
so-
the northwest. I think I marked the cliffs.
You marked cliffs there to the
Yeah,
right.
these are the cliffs.
Okay,
See,
where,
the beaches give way to
where's the
cliffs.
highest point in this island?
It's over in this side. It's like this area. right
Okay,
here.
so.
Where the cliffs go, and then kind of up in a little bit from that.
Okay, so sort of like what, abrupt on the west side?
Yes,
And
and
gradually
that's-
goes down?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so peak up
Let's
right here.
see. The jungle gives way to steep cliffs where the tide crashes against the rocks below. Everybody can make me a spot hidden as you are taking a once around the island before you land.
25, got
How
it.
many for me?
Huzzah,
Okay, you got it?
15.
15 got it. How do I fight
83,
it here?
I'm pretty sure did not.
83? Probably not.
You got it.
Spot-
You might
spot-
have
If I
just
just spot
left
hidden
it
from
out.
the skills.
Yeah,
You
you
got
got
it?
I have this
You
thing.
got it?
I got 17.
All right. You guys spot electrical lines connecting the buildings together. But you also do not spot any sign of any smoke. You don't spot any people. And the runway looks like it's pretty old and rutted, as if it hasn't been used for some time, or at least not repaired for some time.
But can we still safely land on it?
You think so? Yeah. You two especially,
Yeah,
the pilot and the co-pilot. You both
okay.
think it's not like huge holes in it. It just
Yeah.
looks cracked and weathered as if it hasn't been maintained.
But do you don't see any potholes, big old potholes or anything, or
No,
huge
no.
wide cracks?
No,
Do
no,
I
no.
see anything that like may look like a garage or something? Like
There does appear to be a hangar.
Okay.
It's not terribly large. It might be able to house your aircraft, or maybe it might be just a little too small too, but it's hard to tell from the air.
Okay, we'll just taxi up to it, then we'll make
I
the
was
final
also
call
just
on
gonna
that.
look to see if there's anything in it.
Well, but I also want to get the plane out of sight as well too. So if we can fit
If
in.
Get
we
some
put it in there,
trailers.
because these bombers were huge, like, I mean, and the Japanese planes, as far as I know, weren't at the time. So.
Some of the transports were good sized. It might be big enough. It's hard to tell.
Okay.
Okay, so make 4 sanity checks and no. Just kidding.
Wait, what?
Wait,
Wait, you guys
well,
said
Call of
it was-
Cthulhu, it's a long story.
Some big old security type of thing came out.
So we crashed the
Okay,
plane.
did we-
right
Essentially,
into
they
his
flew
face.
once around the island to
It's
take a
on the
look.
plane
See.
the whole
Okay, so can
You
they
can
make
take,
a
you can give
spot
her,
check?
you can give her a, yeah, you can make a spot check, and let her take a look at the map too.
Spot hidden or?
Yes, spot hidden, please.
42.
Out of
Out of what?
25. Okay.
You don't get the roll.
You were a little bit busy.
No more rolls for you.
Now, now.
One of the island, which maybe
Let's
is
see, this is the player
significant way to
map.
reach the highest
Keeper
point.
map.
Airstrip's looking a little rough today, folks, but I think we're gonna be able to come in real smooth, get ready
Okay,
to
let's
clear out
go
some.
back.
on that
Okay,
map-
so- Okay, of course, we're coming in from the east to take advantage of the wind.
Right. Now, on that map, number 1 of the small map, that's the hangar that you saw. Number
Okay,
2
hangar.
is the tower. The other buildings are, for the most part, identical to each other. You know what I mean? They just look. It's
Yeah.
hard to tell from a distance what they are.
Okay, so number 1, number 2.
Generic.
Okay, you want to load those down your, on your craft paper as
Dice.
well?
So many
too?
dice.
Yeah.
Oh, and we grabbed that mini
Okay,
for you,
go-
but I
go
think
for it.
this actually
It's a
should be
hanger, right?
right?
Yeah, number one's hangar, number two is the tower right next
That's
door.
true.
Two.
Yeah, that's true.
We just lose.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Do
actually.
we know what the rest is yet?
Don't know either. No, it's just hard to figure out.
Okay. You bring it in. I'll need a pilot aircraft.
Here we go.
Here we go.
I'll try not to splash this time.
Say what?
I'll try not
this
to.
or is it good?
No, it's really only one person could land a plane at a time. If you try to help, you could make it worse.
Okay, here you go, guys.
Like, no, I got this.
ABC, the parachute 65, 64 or less. Here we go.
Nope, 65 or less.
Hey.
Let's get that number.
Hey.
10.
That's
Nice.
nice.
Yeah. He brings it in very smooth landing.
Light as a feather.
Luckily, he remembered to put the landing gear down this time.
Oops, sorry.
You come in for landing, which is
Get
going
it.
to bring your plane right up to these buildings. Actually.
Okay, I'm gonna be going right up towards the hangar, of course, to see
Okay.
if we can fit in the hangar.
Okay, you pull up. You're closing with the hangar.
Okay, I'm going
when
dead slow.
out of the out towards the kind of the area around area 6, you would guess, which is right directly ahead. Somebody comes running out and running straight at the aircraft.
I'm gonna
Is
shoot
he
him
armed?
with
He's
the
got
gun.
his hands in the air, and he appears to be wearing civilian clothes.
Wait, can I tell from here if he's Japanese?
Not from this distance. You'd have to get a little bit closer before you can tell if he's Japanese. He does have dark hair. It's pretty long though. It's kind of like.
He's like on the runway.
Okay, so I'm gonna
He's
turn
not-
the
he hasn't
turret
reached the
and
runway
like
yet. Let's take a
face
look.
him.
Okay.
You can do that.
Do you all see the person running? Yeah, okay,
At
can
the
I-
end of the, there's the end of the runway, and he was
Wait a
slowing the
minute.
plane to almost a dead stop by
Okay.
the hangar to see in it.
Okay,
The hangar's empty, by the way.
Okay, but, okay, we
And
finished.
it's just open on both sides.
Okay.
You think you might be able to, but you're going to want somebody on the ground to guide you.
Right.
I'm on the frontmost. Couldn't I get some more visual
She's got the second best view.
He's still too far away, but he's running at you guys with his hands in the air, and
Okay.
his mouth's moving like he's yelling something.
Right. This guy looks pretty panicked. Like,
Yeah.
do you think he's really? gonna-
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's really-
okay,
Sure.
okay,
Like,
Doug, yeah,
actually,
go ahead.
at this point in the war, is it known that Japanese will crash their planes like kamikazes? Does that happen yet?
No, that has not happened yet. This is
Okay.
before Midway.
Okay, so, okay. Okay, gang,
And he doesn't appear to be. He appears to not be armed. His clothes
Yeah.
are ragged. You can
Yeah,
make
he
that
looks,
out.
He looks like a civilian. His
pilots,
clothes
you're the
are
one that
messed
can't
up.
see
Okay, has the
anything.
plane actually stopped?
Are we still going or is the plane
No,
stopped?
no, I'm gonna
Depends
stop
on the
right
pilot
now.
right
Okay,
now.
I'm gonna come to a dead stop at least 20 feet away. The nose will be
Okay.
20 feet away from the hangar. Okay, guys, get ready. You know your
Are you turning
assignments, huh?
towards the hangar? That'll put you.
Yeah,
in the
I mean,
hangar.
right, I mean, the center as much as I can.
Okay, so you basically turn the plane towards the hangar.
Right.
So that guy's coming from this direction at this point.
Yeah, okay, so he's coming from our left. Okay.
Yeah, and you can spot him very easily.
Our point
You
there.
can see him out the windows, but your gun, you can't get a beat on him anymore. There is a little window you could peek out of, but you don't know where the guy
Can I
is.
just shoot
so-
the gun in front of him?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
if you
gonna
want
do
to.
that.
Okay.
Like trying to make him stop.
No, just one, 2 shots. Oh, wait, bullets, please.
Tears up the runway. The man's like doing like this.
Did
he's
he
yelling.
stop?
Yeah, oh yeah, he stopped. He stopped. But he's yelling
firing.
something, and you guys can't hear what he's yelling over the engines right
Okay,
now.
okay, so let's all bail on out, guys. I'll do the piloting in there. Let's see, John,
Let's not
guide
all
me
bail
in.
out.
Okay.
Guy Jin, let's
that-
talk about this guy first now.
Well, no, we gotta get out of the plane first.
Yeah, we
But I
got
need
We
someone-
got-
okay.
let's go
Okay,
see about the hangar
who
first.
has a good language about Japan?
And the
Japanese.
engines are still running, by the way,
The
guys.
engines are still running because I gotta pull that
I
plane
don't
into
think
the
he has
hangar.
no
Yeah,
Japanese.
so we need someone to go out there
I
and
have
have a
Japanese
door.
friend in college.
Right, so actually, okay, so John.
I'm taking Japanese
Okay, so
now.
co-pilot John, you want
No,
to guide
he's
me in,
talking in
please?
character.
Yeah, in
Whoever
character
speaks
actually. No, I
Japanese,
do.
you got it.
Yeah,
Who has the
that
best
should be
language?
under
Okay,
other
guys, let's
language.
look up
Okay, I
language.
do.
Japanese.
Who can speak Japanese?
And those are in
We need
alphabetical.
to get out of the plane. Get this guy out.
Okay, where's language
Is it
though?
Japanese?
Other language, it'll be
Other-
other.
I
other
don't speak
language.
Japanese.
Okay, I got
You
it.
don't?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, you do. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay,
A
so-
little bit.
I know Jack.
Maybe.
Okay, do you think you
Yeah,
know a little
like-
Japanese?
Oh,
I do
Japanese.
speak Japanese.
Okay,
Oh,
good.
Genki
Okay,
desu
guys, you
ka.
negotiate with the guy.
That is what it
and-
sounds
But
like.
make sure you have that gun on him at all times.
Oh, trust me.
Don't worry, I got you covered up
Hey,
here.
but unfortunately, no, that the machine
You go to the
gun
back.
is
There's
working.
there's a hatch on the floor in
Yep.
the chamber behind you guys where the tail gun eventually. will
Okay,
be
here it
put on.
is. Here's
So
how
you
you
can
get to
go.
that.
You can hop out of the plane, gun in hand.
Yeah.
Okay, your sidearm is in hand. You hop out of the plane. You run over towards him. How do you want to do this? He's approximately. He got stopped like over about that far away from
Okay,
you.
okay,
Here's where it is
the
right
plane, the
Okay.
plane's relative where everything is at.
Yeah, the
Okay, the
hangar's
rest
right
of
in front of you. This is the runway. The main part of the complex is over here.
Okay, now the other thing, can the other guy get out as well too? 'Cause I'd like to have John to come out and
Yeah,
and
somebody
guide
else
me.
can get out.
Okay, John,
Let me guide
okay.
you in.
There's a hatch right. You can actually go
I'll
up to
stay
the
just
bomb
because I'm a
bay.
gunner.
Okay, you're the gunman, you're our backup fire. And then,
I'll keep my sights to. Well, that's
no,
gonna
he's
be on
got
one
the,
side right now.
okay.
I know.
You're pointing
Uh,
towards
Rick-
the hangar.
Rick,
I know, I'm gonna keep
Ricky,
my eyes on
Ricky,
the-
I need you out to start scouting out the building or to scout the tower. You have to do that
Well,
then.
that's why I'm in front though, because I'm keeping.
No,
my eye
no,
on the
okay, we
hangar
need
while
to be able to
we
get
do
out and look inside the building itself.
Well, it is because you're facing.
Because we gotta hustle, guys.
Are you hopping out of the plane?
Yeah.
Okay, so
What
I
are you
need-
gonna do?
Okay, Ricky,
It's your
okay,
character.
okay, so.
I'm trying to get out, boss, but I can't. I'm having
Okay.
trouble with my latches.
Okay.
No, anyway, what do you want?
Okay, Ricky, okay, here's